Hi everyone. I wanted to give a shout out to someone who ignited a deep passion in me when I was about 15 years old. His name's Jason Parks, or Xing Mu was the name he went by, his Buddhist name at some point. Jason's now in Tasmania, retired martial arts teacher now. Now I hear is a very gifted healer, which from the skill sets that I saw him have when I knew him, when he was even about 22, he had a very special gift for the world. So Jason, I think I was older. I was 15 when I met him. I think he was probably about 7 years older than me. I think maybe not even that, but he always seemed a lot older than me. He's definitely a lot more mature than me at the age I was, and he had an incredible effect on me. He had a charisma, always had a natural charisma, and it's like he had this connection to the ancient world. Like he had a deep knowledge, as if he lived in the past and he's come as a time traveler to the future. His knowledge is just incredible about history of martial arts techniques, application of martial arts, a really obscure application. From him, I went through a pathway to Zen Buddhism, or Chan. So that's I follow a lot of Buddhist philosophy and meditation over my life, and it was pretty much ignited by him. And then through his teacher, Shurta Chow, of the Shaolin Mizong Chi Fast system, that I studied for quite a while as well. So Jason, he opened the door to meditation to me, to natural healing techniques. I saw him rub out a bruise in someone, which I didn't know was possible, and I've been told that's not possible, but I saw it. Rub out a bruise in a few minutes, which is something you're warned not to do. To rub out a bruise is something not possible, but I saw that. I had the first experience of energy with him and the auric field, having someone who could actually see it and could actually see the kind of thoughts I was having by thought forms that were coming out of my head. As you're thinking the same thing over and over, the thought form's the same, and I go, holy shit, that's what I was just thinking the same thing over and over just then. And a sense of intent, the effect of intent on martial arts training, and projection of your energy in your life and things like that. Looking down on people, or looking at people using your eyes to hit people, which is a martial arts skill, and also training to have compassion come out of your eyes as well. So a lot of energy techniques, and then about extrasensory perception. He had quite a few gifts, that guy, and it's something I found is a very useful tool, a deep part of intuition to help you navigate your way through your life and feel out certain situations where you don't have that much time to think. Anyone doing meditation for a long time will develop a certain level of intuition, if not a very strong intuition. At some point, just the more you get to know yourself and open your inner self and align yourself more closely with the destiny that sort of your highest destiny, the more the stuff just starts to show up as just a flow that starts to happen. So Jason was that for me. He introduced to me a few concepts. One's heuristic learning capacity, and I hope I'm saying that correctly because I've only ever seen it written in his books. But it's basically rules of thumb. So in terms of understanding certain things in your life, by understanding rules of thumb, it gives you something you can work with to then experiment. Does that technique work on this attack? That sort of thing. Or you can use other principles in your life as well. But it enables you to learn how to learn a lot better, and understand information that you've only given in certain pieces. You can actually piece things together. There's a saying in the martial arts that the teacher will give you one corner of the room, with the idea being that they want you to be smart enough and to work out with diligence and practice the other 7 corners of the room. So that's the heuristic learning capacity. I learnt formula, martial arts based on formula. So Mizong has 3 verbal formula and 3 physical formula. From that, the basis of the system is built, and that was due to the work of Shurta Chow. So the three verbal formula: never assume, master of the first stroke, and anything is possible. So the Shaolin Mizong system was a fusion of Mizong that come out of the Jingwu Kun in Shanghai, also with Shaolin boxing and some Tibetan White Crane as well. It was a brilliant system. It was quite big in Canberra, Sydney, and Wollongong at one stage. And I really wished that I had engaged with the system when it was at its heyday, and when it was big in Kenya and Lee. Now it's not really not much going on with it at the moment. But I wish to thank also my teachers when I was training in that school. I was forced out of it essentially by stress and illness and physical health, that kind of thing. Just I was going through quite a few things at that time. But yeah, Shufra Xing Wei, Shufra Matt, Shufra Nick, and Shufra Tom, and all the guys who trained there. I thank you very much for what you've taught me, and it really gave me a better idea of the martial apprenticeship and the kind of things that it needs to entail in terms of thinking, skill sets, and the gung, or the power behind it all. Thanks very much.